Game Over 86, back again, more E3 footage, more E3 thoughts. This one is Square Enix, guys, and let's just jump right into the video and let's talk about it, guys. I mean, can we get any better starting off an E3 conference with one of the most anticipated, biggest, requested RPG games of all time, Final Fantasy VII? I mean, if you weren't excited about the other E3s, I can see why everybody has their opinions. I thought Microsoft was okay, but when I seen Square Enix, I was like, wow, they took the cake. Even Limited Run, which I haven't made a video on, they did phenomenal too. And if you haven't checked out Limited Run games, definitely go check out their YouTube page. It's definitely worth it. They got some great physical release games coming out. But this was awesome. I think everybody was anticipating Final Fantasy VII. They not only showed us a ton of gameplay, obviously the mechanics have changed from turn-based to pretty much just action-based. I mean, adventure. I mean, you can just run around in time. You don't have to worry and wait for them to hit you, and then you have to turn and hit them. Obviously, they changed all them features around. It's kind of like Final Fantasy 15 if you guys have played that. But this game has been in works and development since like PS3 days. So it's really cool to see this game being made, and it got a release date, I think, for March 3rd of 2020. So that's awesome too. This is a first day must buy for me, and I cannot wait to play this game. It is one of my favorite RPGs of all time, and I played this game back when the PlayStation 1 first came out when my brother bought it, and it just is near and dear to my heart. Big time release. I know a lot of people may think this game's overrated, and a lot of people are saying, okay, the games, they may not, have grown up with Final Fantasies or even play them to this day, but the game is just awesome. The story, the way everything was done was phenomenal. I can't wait to play it. They also showed us Crystal Chronicles. Also, this game used to be, I think, exclusive to the GameCube, but this game is coming to the Switch, I believe the PlayStation 4 as well. There were a lot of games that are going to be coming that are JRPG. Obviously, Square Enix is king when it comes to the RPG, JRPG style games with characters and everything. This game is really cool too. I never did own this on the GameCube. I don't think it's a very expensive game, but it is a very fun game, that being Crystal Chronicles. And I can't wait to play that game. Obviously, they're doing a mobile phone for it as well, but if they were just doing a mobile and not the actual remaster edition, I'd be kind of upset as well. Yeah, it's coming this winter to PlayStation 4 and then Nintendo Switch. Next things that they showed were like Octopath Traveler, which you guys just seen a little bit of it, and it's really kind of cool to see some of them games. A lot of games that were really big for the Switch. This one's coming out to the PC. Really fun. I've put in some hours into this game. It reminds me of the Super Nintendo era, and for PC gamers that haven't had a chance or been waiting to get it on PC, now is the time. It will be being released, I believe, later on this year too, or it's already released. I can't remember on that as well. But everything on this game was phenomenal. I wish I had more time to play it consistently every day, but it's such a long game, and there's so much backlog that I have. It's really fallen to the wayside for me right now, but I'll have to pick it back up and get back to it. But you really aren't missing out on a whole heck of a lot if you're used to these turn-based Super Nintendo Secret of Mana style games. A lot of PC fans have been waiting for games like this, and it's going to be amazing. Yeah, it's on Steam now. But there were so many other great games, other games that we were going to get excited for, other games that I think a lot of people were anticipating, and they showcased a lot of great games. And I think a lot of people were really not expecting certain ones to be shown. And me, myself, I own a lot of these games already. I've bought them either digitally or I've had them on older generation consoles, which some of them were older. When they talk about other games like Last Remnant, they're talking about other games that are coming out that hold a lot of value for the money that you're going to be spending. And I think people in general, when they buy a game, I think they want to have a good story. Like, I know this game wasn't talked about a lot. It was on the Xbox 360. It came to the PS4 last winter, which was fun. It's a fun game. I've had a lot of fun with it, and it's got a lot of good hours in it for the price you're paying. Obviously, they showed Dragon Quest Builders 2 coming. It'll be coming to the PlayStation 4, and I think the Nintendo Switch, but it'll be later on possibly. I don't know. It may be being released at the same time. A lot of the Switch games that come multi-plat to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox, I've noticed that sometimes they get a little bit of a delay. That's not saying anything bad about it, but everybody remembers that you got to kind of dummy it down for it to run on the Switch, and transferring it all from discs to cartridges, which they do discs first normally because it's cheaper. Normally, it takes a little bit of time for them to dummy it down, put it on the cartridge for the Nintendo Switch fans. Nothing against that, but that's another great game to really look forward to. Another great game that people were looking forward to, obviously on the Switch, like you guys just seen, was Dragon Quest 11. I think a lot of people weren't anticipating how well it's going to look and run on the Switch. I think it's really cool that it's coming to the Switch. There's a lot of good features on there where it goes back to its old 16-bit era, the original style of how it was looked over the top-down view. Really beautiful game, really well done. I played it on PlayStation 4, an amazing game. It's one of the most underrated RPG games, in my opinion, because it's a niche still over here in the States. It's really not the biggest game when it comes to America, or I should say Northern America or United States. But it's a very good quality game. And over in Japan, it's huge, just like Dragon Quest, and just like Builders or whatever, and just like all these other JRPG games. It's going to be huge. These games are coming out later. Another game that reminded me of RC Pro-Am or whatever is coming. Looked really cool. The game development and everything. It looked kind of fun. It reminded me like Combat Cars for the Sega Genesis, where it had that view to where you can kind of shoot weapons. But this one's called Circuit Superstars, coming out 2020. To all platforms. Another game that a lot of people were talking about, this one's coming to the PC. Obviously, I think this is called Battalion, or it may be a different game. It's a war game. Yeah, a lot of people said, okay, it's coming to the PC. It does look like PlayStation 3, maybe PlayStation 2 graphics a little bit. I mean, granted, not PlayStation 2. PlayStation 3, definitely. And the game looks fun. A lot of these games like this do have value on PC because a lot of people use mouse and keyboard. That's not saying that it won't play good with a controller. It's just these games do have, Battalion 1944 comes later. It's actually out on Steam now, which is pretty cool. They also showed other stuff like Final Fantasy Shadowbringers, which we showed a little bit of. There's so much video footage of this stuff. I couldn't show every little detail about it. But I did want to showcase a little bit of features on it so that people can kind of see if they missed out on it. Just run through some of the games that they went. And a lot of their games were really great. A lot of their games were really fun. A lot of their games are going to have value and retain value. If you guys love RPGs, I mean, you're talking 50, 60, 70 plus hours. And I forgot to mention one thing with the Final Fantasy VII. That game will be coming in 2 discs. That's how big it is for the PlayStation 4. I know that for a fact. Other games that they showed, like right here, they showed Dying Light 2. Looks really cool. There's a lot more mechanics and survival, and the way your choices actually do matter in this game. I do know that, if you go the water base, like trying to save water, different people will come to attack you, or maybe less of a violent. If you take like electricity, or if you take power, more people may come and attack you. There's a lot of cool features in this game that I think a lot of people are anticipating, and myself included. I like Dying Light, the first one. It was really cool. I like that exploration style game, and this one just really is honing in on a few things that it was lacking from Dying Light 2, and that comes out spring of 2020. Now, this game really got me excited because I am in oh my goodness, I can't even say their name. Romancing Saga 3. You guys, I know, are going to eat me in the comments for that one, but I have Saga 2. And the first saga, Romancing Saga, but Romancing Saga 3 is amazing, and I cannot wait for this game to be released over here. It's amazing. Like I don't know what else to say about that game, even though I can't even say it correctly. I know you guys will be eating me up in the comments on that one, but I'm telling you, that is going to be a huge game. Another games that they were talking about, obviously, they were talking about other Final Fantasy games. Brave Exvius and Final Fantasy, the War of the Visions. So a lot of them features are kind of cool. They also showed other games on here that I'm going to be talking about. Obviously, they showed a ton of games that are coming multi-plat, and a lot of people are hopefully, I want to see more gameplay footage of this as well. And I believe this one is called, I can't even think of the name, Outriders, whatever game. I wanted to see some gameplay footage. Looked kind of cool. Some of the other games that I think that they've honed in and touched up a lot better, make it look a lot more prettier. And another sweet game that's coming to the Switch that a lot of people may have missed or may have never played or may have never even thought about playing in the future. Excuse me, guys. I'm all over the place when it comes to these JRPGs. I grew up more story-driven style games for myself, and growing up with a lot of these games just bring back a lot of great memories of just true style RPG mechanic, role-playing, story-driven and narratives. But Onika or Anika, saying that word's kind of tricky, but I think everybody can get what I'm saying. Another great game that's getting remastered, Final Fantasy VIII. A lot of people said that they had a lot of the features that were missing in it. A lot of the actual code, source code, was missing in this game, and I think a lot of people were forgetting how well this game was. I really like Final Fantasy IX. That would be a sweet one to see remastered, remade. I mean, if they already did 7, which took them a long time, I'm not hating on that, but Final Fantasy VIII, if they ever did like a full remake of it, dude, that would take for a while. It would take a long time. Maybe they've already been working on it, and this is just a little extra icing on the cake until they get that maybe shown next year's E3. Who knows? Final Fantasy IX, though, I would have liked to seen get a remake as well. That would be cool, because them three are my top 3 Final Fantasies of all time. I do like Final Fantasy 15. It was fun. But my top 3 are Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, in my opinion. A lot of people like Final Fantasy 3. I do, but, obviously, I mean, everybody has their own opinions. I mean, I can't even say romancing SaGa for the longest time. So it was crazy to not even say that word correctly. But the last game that they showcased at Square Enix, which I think a lot of people definitely were hyped for to see, is Avengers. The last one in-game just came out recently. I think a lot of people are anticipating this game. It's a next year game, which is fine, but you get to use any player you want, and I believe there's going to be add-ons and extra content coming. There is no microtransactions or pay to win. They already stated that, which was cool, but you can obviously start out with, I think it's Black Widow. I can't even remember her that well, but Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. And then I think other ones will be coming. Obviously, Spider-Man will probably be coming, maybe, depending on what Sony wants to do with that. I think they have the rights to all that. But, I mean, there's tons of characters that are coming. Ant-Man, stuff like that, you can obviously be seeing coming. Tons and tons of, I'm sure, add-ons that will be coming. And they want this game to last really long. They want this game to be here for the long run. A lot of people were saying like 10 years or something like that. Now, I don't see that game going that far, but I can see this game being really, really cool. This is a fun game. I'm big into Marvel and DC comics. I grew up a Punisher fan and a Spider-Man fan, probably my 2 top favorites. But I really did like the movies. I thought they were really well done. It's weird to see, how long they've been doing it for, especially the originals when it comes just to the Captain America or Iron Man or even Hulk. All them guys that, are leaving now. It's kind of a bummer, and it's kind of like a double-edged sword. But I think a lot of people, obviously, that are big-time Avenger fans, I don't think really care because they got their feel in it. And I think the game is going to be amazing. And it's cool. I mean, it seems like there's going to be add-ons and stuff like that, which is fine, especially how the game's developed. Square Enix is good. I believe that they're going to do a great job on this game, and I think that this game going forward, obviously day one purchase for myself as well, and I think a lot of people will agree with me on this, that this was one of the most anticipated game And not to mention, some of this stuff got leaked. Some of these photos, people knew what was going on. Everybody was hyping for this game, and that's what's such a shocker in this world of with E3 and Square Enix today. Is just so many bangers, so many great games, so many big time, third-party releases, and so many just unbelievable, guys. Just, I'm telling you, it's going to be a great year, a great winter, fall, next year, spring, summer. Everything's just so huge right now, and Square Enix, to me, knocked it out of the park. Big time games to be released, a lot of great exclusives, Square Enix exclusive games like Final Fantasies and Dragon Quests and stuff like that are bringing extra content to us. It's awesome. I think it's a great time, obviously, to be playing video games and enjoying games, and I think going forward, E3 was pretty cool. Obviously, I'm speaking of this after I've already seen most of the E3 when you guys see this video. I got a Nintendo E3 coming up, and a lot of people hyped up Nintendo. I hope you guys tune into that one as well. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of all these great games that are coming out. Let me know what you guys think about Square Enix. I know a lot of people have already made the video. I know I'm a little bit behind, but you know what? Most of them ain't married and got 3 kids, and if they are, well, props to you for posting out videos like no other. So I'm a little bit behind. I do have a Nintendo video that I am going to make, so stay tuned for that one as well. Let me know down in the comments, though, what you guys think of Square Enix's E3, and let me know what you guys think of the video, the way I'm doing it right here. Let me know if I need to change a little bit of the features, or if you guys like when I just post the video over here in the side of my screen. Let me know if you guys want some certain things changed around. I really do appreciate you guys stopping by, and if you guys are new, make sure you guys hit that subscription button. If you guys want to support the channel, hit the thumbs up, share this video with somebody that may didn't get to check out E3, and you know that, hey, this is a quick video, they can check it out, see what all they're missing, and that's the type of videos that I like to throw out there, is get the information out there to you as quick as I can, even though I like to ramble, and even though I like to pronounce Romanancy SaGa wrong, that's okay, because you guys will hate me down, or not even hate, okay? Let me take that word. You guys will dog me, and guys and girls, leave me down in the comments. You guys can make fun of me, rib me, I don't care. You know me, I got thick skin, I got a strong spine, dude. I don't mind being hazed. If you guys want to shit on me, that's fine as well too. But do a good deed, stay safe, stay tuned to the next video, and I love you very much. Peace.